Welcome to Property Life. So thought it was about time to give kind of an idea of what's going on. A little bit of an update, but in order to have an update, you gotta have a baseline. And I haven't done the baseline yet, so let's do it all at one time. So this is my military shelter that I got for it. In the back there, you see that there's a Mickey Mouse door inside the main door. That door is going to come out, and I've got a window that's going to be going in there. Actually, I have it in stock. But the current project I'm working on is temporarily mounting it. Now, saw a video out there where somebody put in brackets that were bolted to the surface of the truck to keep it from sliding back and forth. Theirs didn't have the runners on it like mine. It was sitting just on the bottom. But I didn't want to do that because I want to be able to take this off and leave it at the property, have it all self-sustained. The other problem with that comes in that I can't put water tanks on the truck because I need them to be with the unit. And when we go inside, I'll give you kind of an idea on that. But I didn't want to put legs on it because I'm not the greatest welder, so I can't make all that cool stuff yet. So I decided to go with a pin idea. Now, hopefully this all works out, but I cut the ring out of this and measured and marked where it bumps into the wall. And I did the same on the other side. And you can see that inside the hull, there's actually room. And as it would be, these holes are a little bit larger than your normal class 2 reach. So I've got some pins that are going to go through that. So I'll push it up through the wall, pin it on the inside. Now the advantage of that is it will stop this from going up and down a little bit, but it's still going to be chained from up there down to the bed. So the going up's not a problem. Where it really comes in handy is the side to side. So it'll stop it from being able to shift laterally in here. Now the advantage of that is in the back, I do plan on taking the top corner and chaining it to this. But I'm going to take the back ring and I'm going to chain it forward, and I'll just pick one of these that happen to be convenient, and it's going to pull it to the front. Now the advantage of pulling it to the front, illustration time. So it's mounted with the front stuck. So the front can't move this way or that way, right? And sorry, my fingers aren't square. So being pulled forward with two straps, in order for it to slide this way, it would have to cock this way. Well, it can't do that because this strap is holding it forward, and it can't go this way for the same reason. This side's pulling it forward. Can't come back for obvious reasons. Now the back could pop up, but that's what those chains from the top down are for. And the front can't pop up because it's chained as well. So with 6 chains and the 2 pins up front, I should be able to isolate all degrees of movement and still have it a temporary fix where I take off 6 chains, pull 2 pins, drag it off the back of the truck with a tractor. Okay, so anyone who knows me knows that I can come up with some pretty crazy ideas. Some might even say dumb. But, is it really dumb if it works? But I gotta say, this really worked out. So I just finished using the come along to move it back forward. And it is all the way up against the front. And the pin went through perfectly. Now, if you look at the bed, you can see gaps and then no gaps and then gaps and then no gaps. So this side also squatting a little lower than the other side. The only distance I really had to work with was the distance side to side between the pins. But height-wise, I had to go with the rub marks. But it worked. Totally worked. So just for a reference, this is in millimeters. This pin is 35.22 millimeters. Now I went and purchased a 36 millimeter hole saw. Carbide tip, cheapest on Amazon, but it worked really good. And the fact that it was 35.25 millimeters and I used a 36 millimeter, that just screams professional right there. To be able to measure from side to side and manage to get both pins to line up. I'm gonna be loving this for a while. I have decided though, the hitch pin idea, though good, unfortunately it's not gonna work because of the way that the pins go in. I've decided I'm gonna get a long bolt, and what I'm gonna do with the long bolt is it'll reach from here through the pin and beyond, and then when I close the door, it can't come out. So that'll hold it in. And the pin itself won't actually be doing any real work because I'm gonna have the chains pulling it forward. The pins won't actually take any load. They're there more as a safety feature. So as you can see, we've got some air conditioned ducting that has to be ripped out. We've got electrical wire raceways riveted all over the place on the walls and the ceiling. We've got tracks that are on the floor that need to come up. We've got this big transformer power converter that needs to be gutted and then turned into a kitchen counter where we'll have the sink and maybe a cooktop. A lot of work to be done, so watch for updates, and we'll see you next time on Property Life.